So I'm beginning to think that I might need to get used to this view. Well, when CA left, she took all my tools. Until I get some more tools, I'm not going to be able to do much with it. Well, you can't be much of a YouTuber if you don't like being on camera, so I guess I'm going to have to get past that. But I wanted to, I don't know, let everybody know kind of where I landed from the house in Manor down to San Antonio. So here's the room that I'm in. Just got my laptop, so thankfully I can unpack that, and a little entertainment on the wall. But from a over 2,000 square foot house to my new humble abode. Hello all. As you can see from that initial scene, I have decided to neaten up my face just a little bit. Still need to shave, but it does look a little bit better. I think I was getting a little scruffy there for a while, but kind of back on track. I do want to say that I do still have to work. For those of you who don't know, I'm planning on working towards getting my xTerra, my Nissan xTerra, 2004 Nissan xTerra, outfitted for overland travel, extended travel, off-road travel, and staying for an extended period of time, camping. That's my plan, and it continues to be my plan. There are just a few things that I want to make sure that I kind of mention. One is, again, that I'm working full-time still. I'm currently working 12-hour shifts, and every 2 weeks I work 3 days on, 4 days off, and then the following 2 weeks I work 4 days on, 3 days off. So that's going to give me quite a bit of time to work on outfitting the xTerra. It's also going to preclude me from being able to outfit the xTerra while I'm working, because I work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and I'm currently commuting from San Antonio to Austin and then back home when I'm working each day. And that kind of leads me to where I wanted to get started on getting the xTerra outfitted, and I've got a jackery and a few other items that would be necessary for me to camp extended, and the needs that I have, including being able to edit videos and things like that. What I would like to do is get it outfitted so that I could at least sleep in it for now. Now, I know that technically right now I could just flip the seats down, throw up an air mattress, and sleep in it anytime I want. But I want to start making progress. I want to start getting some measurements, and I want to start getting that xTerra outfitted so that I can do some traveling. But then also, while I'm working, instead of driving back and forth, I could save that hour one way, 2 hours a day, plus the 12-hour shift, 14-hour days. I could save a little time by finding a place to crash, if you will, stay the night in Austin, and then go to work the next day. And really, I would only have to stay 2 nights when I'm working the 3-day, and 3 nights when I'm working the 4-day. And even if I only stayed 1 or 2 nights on either of those, it still would save a little bit of time and money back and forth. It doesn't make any sense to talk about wanting to outfit my vehicle and take it around the country if it's going to leave me in front of an O'Reilly's Auto Parts, or for that matter out on 50 or 60 acres of BLM land, and there I am. This guy's proud of his stereo. He was out cleaning his tires a little earlier. face thumping as he leaves the parking lot. But here I am, as they say, all broken hearted, came to shit and only farted. Right now I have a starting problem, can't get it started. I've had a problem with it, a little bit of a problem with it, but I've always been able to get it started. But this time it is not going to start at all. So that being the case, I'm waiting for a tow truck. I'm not particularly happy about it, but it is what it is. And there it is. I'm hoping that this is not going to be the norm, but like I said, with an older vehicle, who knows? Just replace the battery. And I'm hoping that, well, I was hoping that it was the battery, but obviously it's not. I'm thinking it's either the starter or the ignition switch. The problem, I mean, it was intermittent starting problem. I've had it before where I ended up letting it sit for a bit and then turning the ignition and trying to start it. But this time it didn't start after 2 or 3 tries, or in this case 8 or 10 times. And so now I'm waiting for a tow truck. Hopefully, they said they're about an hour and a half behind. I'm hoping that that hour and a half is not literal. And the only thing that I can do is get it towed to my place of business, my work, and where I'm working now anyway. And then I'll get my opportunity. It's not like I haven't, on several occasions slept in the vehicle, but I'll be doing that again tonight. Well, when the tow truck driver got there, I let him know what I was thinking, and my opinion is what it is. His was much more informed, and apparently it was a starter, or at least the starter has a problem, because he banged on it with a mallet and tried it a couple times, turned it over a couple times, and eventually it started up, and I'm back on the road again. So I'm gonna head back to San Antonio, park it, get on my motorcycle, and I'll ride to work tomorrow on my motorcycle and see what I can do about getting that get a starter and replacing it. Thankfully, in San Antonio, Lance, my brother, has some tools that I can use to work on it and get back on the road. The scenes early on kind of touched on where I am right now and the concerns that I have. I do have a 16-year-old, it's a 2004, so a 16-year-old Nissan xTerra, and I haven't had any mechanical problems at all so far, or at least up to this point. And even though I have a check engine light on now, it's basically service engine soon, and I had it checked, and it looks like it's a catalytic converter. I have a mechanic who offered an alternate option rather than getting the catalytic converter replaced immediately. Seafoam and premium unleaded, just run a tank. Well, I ended up getting 2 cans of Seafoam and ran 2 tanks of premium, and I always put mid-grade in it anyway, and I'm gonna see if that will take care of it. There's another option of purging the system if the Seafoam doesn't work, and I at that point would have to make the decision as to whether I'm going to get the catalytic converter replaced. But I am going to get the xTerra. I'm going to get the xTerra set up. I think that in some cases there was an initial concern where I'm making the decision to consider this xTerra. I refer to it sometimes as a platform whenever I'm taking my notes and trying to identify what it is that I want to get for the xTerra to prepare it, to prepare the platform for extended travel. And there was that concern that the only time that I have mechanical issues is whenever I started making the decision as to whether I was going to keep this xTerra and outfit it as opposed to buying another vehicle. And the primary reason that I don't want to buy another vehicle is because I don't have a car payment right now, and I don't want a car payment. I want to be able to get this xTerra on the road. I have a couple of influences. I say influences. A couple of people that I follow on YouTube, one of which is Unstoppable Morgan. And I kind of agree with her in saying that it's better, if nothing else, to just get out on the road. If you have mechanical issues while you're on the road, just fix it while you're gone. But don't let perfect get in the way of good. I'm going to say that more than once because I'm the kind of person who would let perfect get in the way of good, and then continue to work to perfect it instead of just getting out and doing it. So that's kind of where I am right now, and I want to make sure that I am able to get this thing taken care of. So I'm going to start my measurements, and I've already got my ideas. I'm going to start putting it all down on paper. I'm going to start identifying what I need to get, documenting what I am getting, and if nothing else, give you an opportunity to see that in progress, and then kind of keep track of what is going into this project. And if you decided you wanted to do the same thing, then by all means, absolutely. I do have a website that I have set up where I'm blogging, and it's really more of a stream of consciousness. I just think about what it is that I want to say or do, and I put it on paper, electronically of course, and I use that kind of as a stepping stone to identify what topics I want to discuss with my YouTube channel. I also have, and I've journaled extensively over the years, and I have those journals available, and we'll probably visit some of them for topics or ideas or suggestions for consideration. But you know, that's kind of down the road. And like I said, I need to start putting it on tape so that I can edit and get more videos out. But I've been doing this now. The website I've had up for about a month and a half, and the YouTube channel is right at about 3 or 4 weeks now. I've got 2 videos up. This is going to be edited as the 4th or the 3rd video, and again, like I said, I just need to work on getting more footage and editing. I do want and would greatly appreciate your patience on this, because as I said, I am still working full-time, 80 hours every 2 weeks, and then of course I'm also going to be working when I'm not well, it sounds funny, when I'm not working, I'm going to be working on getting the xTerra outfitted. But I do want to put that time in, and I'm kind of making a commitment now. I really would like to have this done within the next 6 to 8 months at the most, preferably 6 months or less, so that I can actually get out and start documenting, not only for myself, but also because there are a lot of people who might not have the opportunity to do this, and I would like to, if nothing else, just kind of provide that lens for those that can't. So again, I thank you. I greatly appreciate everyone who watches these videos, and again, if you find value in them, I would also appreciate it if you would. I always see people pointing, like, hit that bell, subscribe and hit that bell, so that you can receive notification whenever the videos do come out, because I am making a commitment not only to myself but to you to try to continue this and to actually build this, to make this into something that can actually mean something. So again, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you next time.